Hi, everyone. I'm Stephanie. I'm a book-loving, notebook-hoarding literacy teacher educator on a mission to change lives one book and one notebook at a time. And today I'm here with a bit of bibliotherapy for you with 3 books you need to know about. This week, I'm sharing 3 different books that I call comfort books. Books that have made me smile, books that I have hugged, or lighthearted reads that just bring joy to my daily life because I've read them. First up, we've got The Reading List by Sarah Nisha Adams. The Reading List is a joy. It all starts with Mukesh, a widower who misses his wife desperately and is having difficulty getting along in life, keeping up with the routines and keeping up with just wanting to keep up. It also features Alicia, who is a young worker at the local library who is not happy with her position and wants something more out of her summer. The two become paired together when Mukesh finally visits the library in hopes that it's something his late wife would want him to do. In the meantime, Alicia finds a reading list, a list of books, seemingly unconnected and random, tucked inside a book that she finds in the library. She ends up reading her way through the list and shares the list with Mukesh as well. An unlikely friendship develops as they read through the list together, talk about the books, and ultimately become connected with other people who tend to be reading these books as well. The big questions loom. Who wrote the list? Why did they write the list? And why are they finding particular people? Those are the questions that swirl around in this book that make this an unlikely comfort book because of the pain that it begins with, but a book that reminds us of the joy that reading has and the connection that it can bring. So the reading list is definitely one to add to your comfort TBR stack. The second book up is The Switch by Beth O'Leary. Oh, how I love The Switch. This was lighthearted, this was fun, and this was unexpected. So this book follows 2 family members. We've got Lena, who is a young single woman living in London, and we have Eileen, her older grandmother, living in the country Yorkshire village. Now, Lena ends up being told to take a forced sabbatical from work after a presentation gone wrong, and she heads to her grandmother's house for a little retreat. After having a conversation with her grandma, who isn't so happy with her life as well, wanting a second chance at love, they decide to make the switch. Lena takes on Eileen's life in the village, and Eileen takes on Lena's life in the big city, London. The story goes back and forth between their perspectives of what is happening during the switch. They end up learning more than they thought about each other, more than they thought about the different worlds they're seemingly living in, and more than they thought about themselves. The whole experience sets them on a new path forward, and they end up making some pretty important life choices at the end, which might, of course, be connected to love. It's a wonderful comfort book that celebrates family, it celebrates changes, it celebrates friendship, and what's possible. Now, book 3 is a wonderful book as well. Now, I know right now everyone is talking about Emily Henry's Book Lovers, but I want to talk about Emily Henry's People We Meet on Vacation. This is a book about Poppy and Alex, Alex and Poppy. 2 lifelong friends who met in college on an unexpected car ride home who have been basically inseparable ever since through their summer vacations. Poppy is a travel blogger, Alex is a teacher, and summer times are for vacations together. The book goes back and forth between past and present vacations as we get an idea of how Poppy and Alex's relationship has developed over time. Every summer was theirs for the taking to a new destination until one summer, something happened. And we spend part of the book trying to figure out what that something is. The other part of the book tries to figure out how to make it better as Poppy devises this one last vacation to bring her and Alex back together to save the friendship that she misses so desperately. But of course, with a comfort book, there is lots of lightheartedness, there is lots of fun, and there is likely a little bit of romance sprinkled in there as well. People we meet on vacation will make you want a vacation. It will help you question what kind of vacation would be best for you in terms of what kind of life you want to live, and ultimately how friendship and family and love can win out in the process. So those are the 3 books that I have for you today. 3 comfort books: The Reading List, The Switch, and People We Meet on Vacation. I'd love to keep connecting with you over books. So if you want more of my book recommendations, head to my website, alitlife.com, or you can find me on most social media channels using Affinita Lit. Happy reading!